Good evening, Facebook and YouTube and everyone in between. Oh, snap. My bad. I forgot something. Welcome to the King's Council. I always look crooked in this thing. Where I will be highlighting kings, queens, and members of the community, of the LGBTQ community, that is. And tonight, I have a good treat for you. I have Tampa Bay local performer here, Juno Vibranz. She does a lot for the community, and I'll let her tell you about that. But she is on her way to nationals. It's World Pride Nationals and everything. So, and then I've got Dave Watt, Mr. Friendly himself, and he's going to give us some sexual education as we are here in the King's Council. So, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring Juno on, and we're going to chat with her for a minute or two. Well, 3, 4, 5. Hey, Juno, unmute your mic. Your mic.
Hello.
Hey, baby. So,
how's it going? Ooh.
Oh, look at body. So, folks, this right here, this is Juno Vibranz. It don't matter.
Turn your mic up a little bit. It's kind of low.
Kind of low? All right. Well, I also had the thing further away from me, too, but hey. So, this is Juno Vibranz, and she's right here in St. Pete, Florida, where how many shows do you have of your own?
Of my own. Hold on one second. Ugh, I hate this phone. Hold on. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Can you still see me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay, I was in the chat. I was trying to get out of it. I actually have several shows, actually. I have a show that I started at Queen's Head. It's every second Sunday of every month. And unfortunately, they stopped doing it because of everything that's going on, coronavirus. And then I also have shows ranging from, I was at Cityside. I was at Asylum. Asylum unfortunately closed.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Which is sad. I'm one of the show directors at Quench every fourth Saturday. Every Saturday we have a show. And the fourth Saturday I'm the show director there for that. And then what else?
Yeah,
I'm all over the place. Yeah. Enigma with Daphne on Fridays sometimes. Just doing the thing, honey.
Well, that's like, you can see Juno all throughout the community here. And then you got a couple of titles right now too, don't you?
A couple what?
Titles.
Yeah, I actually I got Miss Last Chance Comedy Queen 2018. I got first runner up at Nationals that year against Dixie Sherwood. And then I also have, right now it's West Coast Royal Pride of Nations 2020, which I'll be going back. I'll be going to Nationals when this is over.
Right. And now with her counterpart for that title is going to Nationals with her. So hopefully we bring back 2 titles on that.
So I have a question for you.
Are
you using a mic? What are you using for your sound? It's really quiet. I can barely hear you.
Computer, but I also talk really low.
Oh. Talk into the microphone because I can barely hear you.
I must be
deaf though.
Can you hear me now?
Kinda.
Can everybody else hear me?
Do you have like a microphone or something you can wear?
No, this is the second week using this system here. So we're still working out the bugs of it.
Okay.
So, and I figured you'd give me commentary.
I do.
You'd be the one.
I want to make sure that everybody can hear you too.
Right.
So it might be me. I don't know.
It could be your phone. I don't know. But so with Juno here and everything, I've literally watched her on Facebook every day go live, or doing something to try, service industry right here. When all this happened, Juno's job went right there. I know, it's not, they're out there, for money. No, we're literally trying to give you the same show and everything. But I've watched this queen right here. Everything under the sun. She's went on every day, busting her ass. And just from her phone, trying to reach everybody. You know, we all tried it, found out, you know, third-party systems. You know, I got lucky. I got a buddy that's let me use his laptop. Not everybody's got a dang computer. But she's on her phone every day trying to do something to entertain y'all or give a message out. So this is why she's one.
Or entertain herself.
Or entertain. Yeah, I mean, she
Let's be
passed out.
honest.
She passed out on her throne the other day. So, I mean, but so I just wanted to bring her on as the first queen. You know, give her props, give her that platform and appreciation that she deserves. So, and I know there's a few viewers right now, but this will be on YouTube. So I know there's performances out there, you know, everywhere, you know, but this will be on YouTube just to highlight what she does for the community and what she is busting her ass still trying to be there as she's on this road to nationals. You know, it isn't just, oh, you know, I got to do this. This is her livelihood too. I know it's a lot of our livelihoods, but there's a lot of us that are still small, that are small names and everything like that. But it's those of us that deserve the recognition and the honor because we're the ones that are doing stuff for the community. And so, Juno, I honor you. Where'd you go? So Juno disappeared. So it is us right now until I get a Juno back. And Dave disappeared on me too. Because of the court. Is that me? So, let me see if I can get Juno back. Where'd everybody go? I need a Dave. Don't go nowhere. Why is that doing that? So we're having little technical difficulties here. So I try to get my guests back. Find out where they went. I lost them. This blazer's hot. So, for those of y'all, I know I'm just, it's very impulsive right now because I do have ADHD, I'm high function autistic, and I have schizophrenia. So, but I got Juno back after all that.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry.
Okay, thank you. Don't do that again.
I didn't mean to. It was an accident. I was trying to figure out why you were quiet, and now you're loud. Yay, I can hear you.
So why
I was like
quiet?
this. I'm like, I can't hear what he's asking me.
Why was I quiet?
I finally hear you.
Okay, you can hear me now?
Yes.
You can hear me now? All right, good.
Yeah.
I'm over here sweating my ass off. I'm like, oh my God, I done lost the Juno.
You're like, I lost her. I'm sorry.
So, but again, I just wanted to say thank you, Juno, for everything that you do for the community and what you continue to be an example of. And, you know, the history of drag was, you know, you were a voice for the community. You were in that spotlight. You were brave enough to do it. So
thanks, babe.
Kudos to you. That. And this is why I asked you to be part of the first King's Council. So the King's Council will be highlighting members of the community and public figures like Juno and Dave Watt for Mr. Friendly. All throughout. This series will continue after the quarantine because this is a stepping stone to a larger dream. You know, I want to turn this into something for drag and my activism, you know, passion for charities and then for the trans community too. I want a nonprofit that's going to cover it all throughout the entire nation.
Exactly.
So, the King's Council, the guests I've had, these first guests are examples of my foundation that poured my platform for my journey. So, Juno is a new friend of mine, but she has made an impact, and I wanted to share her with the world. So,
thanks, Ed.
This is you. So, now I know you can get a little dirty and questioning. I'm going to get Dave back on here. I know you're going to be the one that asks us the questions.
Who's asking? I can ask questions.
Exactly. I know you. I got to find him, though. He disappeared on me, too.
Try not to let my titty show. We won't get kicked off here before titty, will it?
I mean,
Free the nipple.
And I got all.
I wonder how many actual women are walking around with their bras off and titties just out all day, every day at their house.
Bro, that's a new country song.
Just
It's
saying.
really called Bra Off.
Bra off.
Yeah.
You're a mess.
It is. It's called Bra Off. You want to go ahead and talk about the show that you're in tonight, actually?
In July. What'd you say? Say that again.
Tonight. You're doing a show tonight, too, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. I am doing a show on Zoom. You can check on my Facebook. It's on there. It's with Valencia, ! She is doing a 420 party. So I'm doing a 420 number. It's going to be cute. I'm excited. It's going to be fun.
Oh, hang on. I got to make this public.
You haven't yet? That's why.
Look, I can only think of so much. Okay?
You're doing great, boo. You're doing great.
You know, for me not to be really good at public
I can change the light on this. This is the coolest thing.
I'm not really good at public speaking. Like I was saying before, I found my Juno again. You know, I have really bad ADHD, and then I'm high functioning autistic, and then with schizophrenia too. So I've got a lot going on and a lot of speeds. So it's not that stuff isn't structured or planned out. It's that I'm not capable of doing that. It's then right then and there. That's when it happened.
Right.
You know, so where the heck is it?
Where is it?
I don't know. Where did it go? Did my Dave come back? Oh, my Dave's here.
I go in after about 9:30, so be sure to tune in.
So,
hi, Dave.
Nice to see you.
How are you?
World meet Dave Watt.
Hey.
Ooh.
Can you
How
hear
are
me?
you doing?
I'm good. You look fabulous, girl. Wow.
Thanks, babe.
Okay, so
I got a 420 party coming up. I gotta get ready for it, honey. I want to look like a rose. I feel like I look like a rose, right?
Meet Dave Watt. Dave Watt is the founder of Mr.Friendly. And I'll let him do all that story, but it's a grassroots, or can I do it? Because I've got it memorized. But no, he founded it back in 2008, and it's to help. Dave, why don't you go ahead? You'd say it better than I do.
You're doing great. You're doing great. So yeah, the Friendly campaign started in September 08. I was running for a title. Juno, you know all about titles, right? Mm-hmm. So you run for a title, you get a platform, and my platform was stigma of HIV. And I made a little button to go with my speech. Okay, so I handmade like 200 buttons, passed them all out, and everybody went nuts. Like, hey, this button's really cool. So it's a little plus and a minus sign on a smiling face, just to show support for people of any status. So you can wear the symbol, and it can just say, it's a conversation starter like, hey, I'm here for you, no matter what your status is. Pos or neg, we're all in this together. So,
oh, I love that.
Isn't that pretty? Isn't that nice?
I love that.
So,
I love that. I think that is.
Yeah.
I think it's amazing. Like, how is the pen itself? How does that affect you? Like, what do you think of when you see the pen, Dave?
When I see the pin,
yeah.
Right. When I see people wearing it,
yeah.
I always ask people, hey, where'd you get it? What does that mean to you? You know, and I get a lot of different answers. You know, but what's really cool is I ask people, do you have any stories of you know, like any stories about how it's helped people? You know, and was one guy was telling me the story. My favorite story is he was in the grocery store, and some lady behind him asked him what the dog tag was, and he told him what it meant. And she said, I just found out like a couple of weeks ago I'm positive, and I haven't told anybody yet. So what did he do? He took the dog tag off, and he gave it to her and gave her a hug, and they both cried. And it's like, look, there is a community out there. There is a community of support out there for you.
Right.
And you can find them.
I love that. You just have to look. You have to take the time. You know,
Yep.
You have to, don't be afraid. You don't have to be afraid. Just allow yourself to keep living. That's what you have to do, you know?
Right. And you got to put yourself out there too. You know, you can't just like put yourself out there, start the conversation, be the one to say, hey, I'm here for you. You don't have to share your story. If you're not ready to share your story, that's okay. but just be there. Like, I'm going to start a conversation by wearing a smiling face, you know? And it could just be, just take a Sharpie and put it on your shirt, you know, just take a Sharpie and put a plus and a minus and a smile face, you know? And there's lots of science behind smiles. Like, smiles are contagious, you know?
Hey, it's the best medicine for everything. I thoroughly believe a smile and a hug cure everything.
Smiles are contagious. That's probably not the best slogan for an HIV campaign.
And it's like I tell both of these two right here. When I messaged them, you know, a little bit about each other. I'm like, they're both very high energy and have smiles that will just light up a room.
Yep.
You know, and so what better two to have together on this? Mm-hmm. So I was introduced to Mr. Friendly and Team Friendly when I moved to Charleston from the Midwest, and I had already been I've been undetectable and living with HIV for 5 years now.
Kudos, congratulations!
And so,
thank you for your status.
And my mentor, you know, Stephanie and everything, introduced me to this, and I've always seen it predominantly in the leather community. So by having the two of you here at the same time, this introduces it to a whole different group of people. And, you know, like with Juno, I know you are very, you know, for the underdog and for everybody. If this is something that later down the road you would want to pick up, now you know who to call.
Sure.
I don't think you heard me. Yeah, so that way y'all could work together on this stuff to
that'd be great.
Get a whole different.
Yes, it started in the leather community. Like, can you see like the original leather pride colors? You know, white, black, red, blue. But we're definitely beyond the leather community now. Like, we've worked with the drag community a couple times. We do this event called Drag Down Stigma, where all the performers perform a number about stigma in some way, and they perform their number. And then they talk to the audience afterwards, something really personal, like, why did I choose that number? And how is stigma affecting my life? And this is kind of how I want to use my art. So like a Drag Down Stigma event is one way we work with the drag community on how to raise awareness, how to fight stigma. And it's been a really successful event.
That's what's up. And I know I was part of, we tried starting a chapter in South Carolina for Team Friendly and everything. And I actually went to New York and was a part of the group for the 50th anniversary of Stonewall last year. And so, I mean, now I think Jack's everyone here in Florida? There's a chapter here in Florida, but I can't remember exactly where it's located.
Jack Garcia.
Yeah. So that's what I thought. But yeah, so
you guys keep cutting out. It's like really
phone. It's a you. It's a you. So, but now, Dave, do you have any harm reduction advice for Juno during this quarantine, just in case she's still hooking up?
You know, that is a very big topic around here because, like, state to state, some states are like, it's so bad in their state, everybody's got to stay home, and it's like $1,000 fine if you leave, right?
Oh, I leave every day.
Some like Arizona, it's not that strict, right? Because some states are affected differently. So even the rules are different from state to state.
Damn.
So if people are hooking up, you know, what we're trying to do is like still try to have a really fun sex life. But there's like, we did a big post on it on Team Friendly about like find new ways to hook up online, find future sexual partners. You know, there's certainly cam to cam play, but you got to warn yourself, like cam to cam play, because those people can videotape them and screenshot those. And if you don't want that out there, don't put that out there, right?
Honey, if you videotape me, let me know. I'll give you my Pornhub. You can upload it for me.
There you go. And then if you are like hooking up, try to really minimize how many sexual partners you have. You know, just really reduce the size of the sex pool. That's kind of just been a real.
I'm going to say something.
Go ahead.
Because we're in quarantine, you better choose abstinence right now.
No.
You better keep yourself at home.
Self-sex. Yeah. So if you're in a state with like total quarantine, like do whatever you need to do to stay home.
You better stay in quarantine, honey.
Next time we have one of these quarantines, I'm gonna go ahead and plan for the future and have me a group checklist and a call tree. In the bunker. That way I know I got somebody right there. We're just gonna group it together.
They'd be like, right.
And it's also a time to check on people who are struggling with substances, because I mean we've just noticed a big like flip on meth use and alcohol, just alcohol uptake, and just like people really struggling and dropping out of recovery. So this is also a time to check in on people, making sure they're still able to keep their meds, making sure they're doing okay in terms of the recovery.
Yeah, it is very important. The isolation does a lot to the psyche, to the soul, to everything. I know, I'm a loner, but when everybody sees me, I'm a social butterfly when everybody sees me. That's Juno got a bad phone.
I think she does.
But that's my time and everything where I'm getting my human contact, and it's like, I know this is really broken down the structure of everything.
Yeah.
I'm tech savvy, and I've had to learn how to do all this, and I'm still learning.
But we've noticing like at my work, like after 3 weeks of doing this, like all remotely, we're actually kind of getting a feel for it. Like we now have a meeting where like I can talk to somebody, Skyping and Zooming and GoToMeeting, and it still feels like they're there. Like right. I'm finally getting to that point. Like if you're feeling alone, chat more. Chat more, because
you know what I've been doing? I've been reaching out to people that I haven't, like, sometimes we're friends, but we don't talk. Like if we're like distant, if like we don't talk on a regular, this is the best time to reach out to those people that you've known for a long time that you don't talk to, that you miss. So get on it.
I know. I've tried to just send, a little encouraging and positive, messages to friends and everything. I know. I don't care whether they reply back, as long as they know, hey, someone notices this and you're awesome. So smile.
Right.
It's a really good time to be there for each other in other ways. Like what's the good that's going to come out of this? Is we're finding other ways to be there for each other. We're really expanding on that. And I love that. Love it.
Albert Einstein said before he croaked, there'll come a generation and a time that relies solely on technology. It's now. So we're really screwed if they yank that internet plug.
True.
So,
especially right now.
Right. So, we're coming to the last 5 minutes of the King's Council. And again, I know I told you, Dave, I just want to say thank you for everything that you do for the community and being a public figure out there, and appreciate everything. I know what I've learned from Team Friendly and being able to be a part of it I really didn't let my status affect me, but it's given me the education that I needed to about and my own status to be able to educate others. So I wanted to thank you and for being here, and this is why I asked you to be a part of this.
Yes, Dave. You're amazing. Keep doing amazing things.
And so I know this was a little rough here for the first official King's Council, but folks, this next week I have the Geminis on here to talk about Project Gemini that they do it down in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, that's my family. Yeah.
So Rose and his mother on for the council next week. And it's a rocker thing. Y'all actually got to be part of the Ken doll realness thing.
Cool.
So, and I appreciate it. And so, guys, I'm going to go ahead and let these two go and get back to their lives. I know Juno's got a show, and Dave, well, I don't know what he's doing right now.
I'm going to take a nap because I've been up at work. I had to get to work at 6
take a nap.
I am so tired right now. I don't even know what time it is. I don't know what day it is, but I know when I'm tired, I'm going to take a nap.
But guys that are still watching it, all of y'all, come on over to the King's Roundtable. We got a Ken doll realness, which is sending out a body positive message tonight, and we're all doing our version of Ken. So peace out. Love y'all. Love these two right here. Juno's Cash App will be here at the bottom while I close out this broadcast, just in case you do want to be nice and send her some love. The Mr.Friendly.org is where you can donate to Mr. Friendly and purchase merchandise.
Or get a t-shirt, a puppy, a boot print. Love is
Yes.
love.
Come
Or the
on.
village
You better
people.
sell.
Or my favorite, the friendly pig. Yeah.
Yes. Come on, babe.
Right, again,
I'm going to need one of those.
right?
Put one aside.
Hook up with
That's
it.
weird as fuck.
Come on over to the round table as we sit down and give you a show. Bye, guys.
Good luck at Nationals, Juno.
Thanks, baby. Bye. You too. Good look at National.